Hi, guys. Welcome back to Two Girls, One Bong.
The podcast that's better if you're stoned, and I will break each one of your fingers if you're not. My name is MacDizzle.
I'm Joya. Let's dive on in. I wonder if I was going to ask MacDizzle, are you going to do one finger at a time, or is it all fingers at once?
One at a time.
Yeah, I guess that's the only way, right?
Just
really get the
longevity. I want the pain to be really long. Okay, well, hey, friend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I literally just saw this girl not more than 24 hours. Actually, it was 24 hours ago that I dropped you off. It's 11:04 here. So it's been 24 hours since I last saw you.
Oh, yeah.
So I dropped you off at like 11:15.
It literally was, yesterday.
We were in Vegas yesterday.
Yeah. We went and watched Drag Race live on Monday night.
It was so good. We had so much fun.
It was amazing. Obviously we're going to talk about that, right?
Yeah. Definitely. There was a little bit of drama. Not like real drama, but like European drama, because I'm claiming that they are European. They had an accent, allegedly. That's what Alicia said. Alicia said one of them had an accent. Or that they had accents and they weren't from here. So
weird. I didn't hear that, but I wasn't as close to them.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear anything that they said.
Yeah.
So we were at the show. I'm just going to dive in. So we were at RuPaul's Drag Race Live. We were lit up. And keep in mind, like, this is our favorite fucking show. Like, the people on this cast, like, these are our favorite people. We are so fucking excited to shower them with love and just, like, cheer them on and watch them perform. So keep that in mind when I tell you the story. We're at the show, and we're just,
elated.
Yes, queen!
So happy.
Yes! Just, like, cheering, doing as you should when you're at a drag performance. Like, no drag performer wants you to do this.
And even they don't want the occasional woo.
No, like I literally almost went cardiac arrest. I was screaming so hard. It was like I was at, like, just imagine being at a concert seeing your favorite person ever. Like, that's how I felt. Like, I was like being sent to heaven. It was so good. And so we're cheering, and there's these two guys sitting next to my friend Jade. It's a full table of people, but the two guys sitting next to my friend Jade went out of their way to tap her on the shoulder and basically tell her to shut the fuck up. They were like, we can't hear anything. You're being too loud, blah, blah, blah. Which is bull fucking shit. You couldn't hear anything because the music was so fucking loud, my friend. Like, it was so, like, the performances were so loud, and we were not cheering at inappropriate times. It's not like we were cheering when they were speaking or cheering when it was quiet.
Well, we were definitely cheering, like, if there was like if
they said a joke or a punchline or something.
A joke or exactly. Yeah.
Appropriate times. Like I said, we were cheering at very appropriate times. It's not like we were like screaming
the whole time
because if we were, they would have had an issue with that, and they would have been like, okay, we love you, but
shut the fuck up.
We weren't doing that. Like, we were literally cheering at the appropriate times. Like, if there was an applause sign, we would have been on that. Like, on it. Just perfect timing. Yeah. And so these guys are just mad because I'm not gonna lie, we were loud, but like, welcome to Vegas drag show.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were expecting to go into, like a quiet little library, but no, I'm going to get my life. And if you're not getting your life, that's not my problem. Okay? Yeah. So he did it twice to her. He did it twice to my friend Jade. He like leaned over and said something to her, and I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I looked at her and I was like, do we need to trade seats? I will trade seats with you right now, and they can sit next to a real problem. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you are the least of their worries right now. Because if I get turned up, it's going to be bad news bears for fucking everyone in this establishment right now.
Yeah. But you know what? I think every time that he addressed Jade, I think he addressed Jade because she was the one sitting closest to him. But the energy that I was getting, they were looking at all of us. Both of them were like turning and looking. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, he wasn't just yelling at Jade. He was very much addressing like our table through Jade. because she was the
Hate
one
that.
sitting closest to him.
Hate that because they chose like the quietest, sweetest one.
Yeah.
Convenient. Anyways, so Jade just ignored them and was like, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
no, I'm
she
good,
was just
Mac. We
like,
don't need to trade seats. It was like, what the fuck ever. Like, literally, like, I'm sorry that you're not having a good time. I am.
Yeah.
And you're not going to make me have less of a good time. Sorry.
right.
So, at one point, I guess they started like screaming in Jade's ear to like cheer, and she didn't even like blink. She did not give a fuck. We were just excited that they were excited. We're like, yes, join in.
Yeah. Alicia and I noticed when that happened, and it looked like neither you or Jade even saw it, but Alicia and I saw.
I didn't even clock
and we
it.
just looked at each other and laughed.
It.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice. I was,
He
like,
was like,
honestly, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that he was just like leaned over. I mean, we're, everybody's relatively close. We're all at our own separate tables, but it's relatively close. He like leaned over specifically like right to her and like just screamed like a ah! kind of scream. Not even like a. It was like.
It wasn't even a cheering scream.
Like,
he was like, ah!
Like, yeah, if you just like direct your energy towards the performers on stage, like, I mean, that's what we're here for. So,
like, I don't know what world you think we live in that the performers are upset that we're cheering them on.
Yeah.
Anyways,
like they
to be fair, it was a Monday night, and the crowd there was a little bit older.
There were
these guys were our age though. They were like young 30s. They like they had were like no business being that grumpy.
Like, yeah, I was like,
anyways,
what
and
the
it was
hell?
Two white men too, and that is important to me.
As I'm sure everyone already knew that by just the way we've been describing
the amount of audacity and privilege that they just walk around with was insane. The fact that you feel like you can just talk to anybody and tell them what the fuck to do. Like, you don't, if they had been sitting next to me, it could have been a very different outcome from them. And that's why I encourage everyone, mind your business. You never know if you're sitting next to somebody who's gonna go to jail,
Yeah. Who's willing who's willing to fuck you up.
So that happened. We were screaming. They ended up getting the security guard to come over to our table. They complained so hard that the security guards came over to our table and they were just like, oh, you guys need to chill. And we're like, okay, didn't chill. Didn't change our behavior in the slightest. We kept cheering, kept going, kept having a great fucking time. And here's where the European part comes into play for me.
Okay.
Those are the people who had an issue with us. There were a group of old American men in front of me who thought I was hilarious, having a good time. And I was screaming over their heads. Like, I was this far away from their heads. And they were having a great time. The girl at their table, I guess, wasn't a part of their group.
There were, the seating was like,
the seating was like, they would sometimes put, so it was kind of like you bought seats. You bought seats, and they put different parties at the seats. So luckily, we bought an extra chair, so we didn't have to share our table with anyone.
Yeah.
But the girl at the table literally like walked up from her table, came over to us, and said, "You guys aren't doing anything wrong. Like, truly, you're not doing anything wrong.
Keeping on. Yeah.
Literally." So I was like, okay, that's all the validation I fucking need, because there's somebody sitting at the same table not having an issue. Gorge.
Yeah. And there was another person behind us that like gave us like a one of these, like,
like, fuck off, bro.
Yeah.
And then additionally, there were some lovely, lovely gents in the front row who bought our table a whole round of drinks because they loved our energy.
Because of that whole, they said, you have done nothing wrong. So our server came up and said, there's some men down there who want to buy y'all a round of drinks because they loved our energy, right?
Literally. And so like that validated everything, because sometimes when that kind of stuff happens, I know that I can be out of line, and sometimes I take my own side and I'm like, oh, they were wrong, even though they might not have been wrong. But like that just validated everything for me, that the multiple people went out of their way to be like, fuck those guys.
Yep.
Fuck
totally.
them.
Totally.
So
I mean, it was so like when the security came, it was like, oh my God, like you are fully out of your fucking mind to go to the security and say these girls are being too loud. You know what I was thinking about? I'm like, I would honestly have loved to get at least one of the girls on stage, like one of their opinion via DM, like, because I know that all 5 of them would have remembered who that is. If we messaged any 5 of them and said, I was with a group of 4 girls who were at your show on Monday and we had so much fun. We fucking loved it. All of you guys were so amazing. We were so excited that somebody called security on us. They would fully know who we were. And I would just love to get at least one of their freaking opinion on like that whole situation, because
literally,
like, It was so, I was like, oh my God, like they cannot be serious right now.
No, because
cannot be
sometimes,
serious.
like sometimes you can be boisterous and disruptive. We were not being boisterous and disruptive, and that's where I'm very, very definitively drawing a line. Like we were cheering at the appropriate times. We were quiet when it needed to be quiet. We would just do the snaps, the arm fucking things, like you know, and then we would scream at appropriate times.
Yeah.
Those guys were just washed up, just wet towels. They suck. Hate them. Mm-hmm. And I hope that their flight home was terrible.
Same. I hope they both sat in a middle seat in coach and sat between two babies that screamed the whole time. That's what I hope.
Motherless babies. Just two babies.
Oh, I would have just loved that. Because they were so mean. It was like, and it started not even 5 minutes into the thing, like not even 5 minutes into the performance. This guy's like, shh, like I can't hear anything because you're screaming. It's like, oh my God, first of all, we just got here. Second of all, it's a motherfucking drag show.
In
Have
Vegas.
You literally never been to a fucking drag show?
At 9:30 too. It wasn't like it was a morning show. This was 9:30 p.m. late night. Right. We've been drinking, honey.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's their problem. They didn't. They came in sober.
Right. And it's like, I mean, dude, like, I just don't know what those people expected. I really don't. And you know what? I feel bad for the people that had to sit at the table with them who weren't with them because they probably were so uncomfortable by that.
They just probably didn't even feel like they could cheer or have a good time.
Yeah,
because
fully.
Debbie Downer, bro, fuck them. Yeah. But literally, you know what's crazy is like those situations usually would like draw my full attention and like get me really upset. But I was so fully immersed in the show that I was like, there is nothing that these people can do to ruin my day right now. Even when security came, I still had a good fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, that was just like...
And security literally only came because they had to. Because those guys were being douchebags. They're just like, guys, please. They weren't like mean to us. They weren't like, you guys gotta go. They were just like...
Well, one of them did say, it's not that kind of party.
What kind of party
remember
is it?
what... I know, that's why I was like, what are you talking about?
Like, what are we... Am I taking my top off?
Like, seriously. What? So.
But no, we didn't get kicked out. We got to watch the entire remainder of the show, and audience members bought us drinks because they thought we were dope. So, period. Yeah. Well, did you meet those guys after the show too?
Who?
I got to meet them, and I got to say thank you for the drinks.
Oh yeah. He came up and He was
like, "You guys were so great."
I think his name was Noah for some reason.
It was Noah.
Yeah.
Because I made like a biblical thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was Noah. His name was Noah for sure.
He was so sweet. Yeah. That was really, really nice.
Love. Yes.
And then after the show, we were like, I don't know where we were walking, but our friend's lip ring fell out. Jade's lip ring fell out. And so we're like on the strip and she's like trying to put it back in. And I'm like, here, let me help you. And then I'm trying to put it back in and I cannot fucking do it. And there's this group of women walking by and one of them's like, she's a nurse. She can help you. And so the nurse of the group, and Chelsea or something like that. I don't remember, but we were like chanting like Nurse Chelsea. Yeah. And so she helped her. Yeah. She got Jade's lip ring back in. So that was hilarious.
Women supporting women is one of the most beautiful and powerful things I've ever seen. Yes. No, because literally she would have had a closed lip ring hole the next morning. It's a brand new piercing. Yeah,
right.
You know?
And that tissue is like so freaking...
It heals real quick.
Yeah, totally. Anything with the mouth. So that was really... I
lost my phone too. We had to go to security to find it.
Right. So you didn't have your phone. Nobody could find your phone. At the security, I called it and the security answered and said, we have it. And I went down there to go retrieve it. They said, wouldn't let you can't. And I said, I'll unlock that phone. I'll tell you the background, information.
Anything you want to know.
I'll tell you the address it's associated with. I'll tell you the phone number. I'll tell you the fucking birthday. Mm-hmm. I'll spell the name for you. They wouldn't let me take it. And so then, so I found Alicia and she said, Mac's not down here. Like after we realized, you needed to come get it. I found her and she's like, Mac's not down here yet. And I was like, no, And apparently you had gone to find the security desk and taken a wrong turn. But eventually, yes, we all found
We did
each
it.
other.
And I did it
Yeah.
phoneless. That's a miracle.
Yes, which is why I was like, oh my fucking
Concerned.
God, she's by herself right now without her fucking phone.
Just drunk Mackenzie wandering through the casino with no
my
fucking
God.
phone.
Dude, so
I
bad.
barely remember that. The end of the
Me
night is
too.
a little hazy for me.
I know. Same thing. I was like, I just had to be like really reminded of everything that.
Yeah, I watched like
happened.
stories and I was like, oh yeah,
that happened. Oh, that happened. Yeah. Yeah.
But all in all, great fucking night. I didn't wake up hungover either, which was a miracle sent from Jesus himself.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, one of our friends, Jade, did wake up severely hungover. Joya. She projectile vomited in my car. In the car, and I got on Alicia a little bit.
I know Alicia hated that.
We all ended up laughing about it. We all,
I'm sure.
The moment it happened, we're just like, because I was like pulling off the road and I did not pull off soon enough for her, so it just kind of like happened. And luckily it wasn't like a disgusting puke. It was like she'd only been drinking like Pedialyte, so it was just like a little bit of like a watery Gatorade type situation. But yeah, it was all over my seats, just like red Gatorade puke dripping down my seats. She felt so bad, and I was like, "Girl, it's okay. We've all been there. It's fucking okay. Dude. I don't want you to feel bad. I know you already feel physically bad. I don't want you to feel emotionally bad. We are fine. It's okay." Right. And I had to pull over like at least 6 more times for her to throw up. I know. I felt so bad for her. And on top of that, it was pouring fucking rain. Like, there were severe weather advisories. I was driving like 50 in the fast lane, and I slid lanes because there was so much water. Oh my God. I hydroplaned over because it was such a deep little puddle. Anyways, it took us 6.5 hours to get home. Oh. Yeah, 4-hour drive took 6.5 hours.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, that sucks. Poor Jade. That reminded me how you literally had that same situation happening coming back from Vegas a long time ago.
My very first, I'll tell the story. My very first date with Rajul, everything was closed down. It was like lockdown when we first started dating. So our first date didn't happen until like a month after we had been like seeing each other because we couldn't go out anywhere. Like, they didn't have restaurants. They didn't have anything open. So we ended up going to Vegas because Vegas was still like soft open. So you could go to like restaurants and all that kind of stuff. So we ended up going to Vegas to just like go on a date at a restaurant, and I over fucking did it hardcore. And we left the hotel the next day, and not only did it take 8 hours to drive home because there was like 4 accidents on the way home. It was like accident after accident after accident. And it's just that 2-lane road, so it just gets stopped. Yeah. So it was just an 8-hour drive home, and that for at least 6 of the hours of driving, I was violently throwing up, but I did not have really anything in my body, so I was just like dry heaving and like bile. Yeah. And I had to do it into this tiny, like this peanut container. It was like a container that had like pretzel peanuts, so that was kind of a bigger container. Oh, okay. It was about this big, this wide, and had an opening about this big. So I was just into the peanut container the entire ride because I didn't want to make him keep pulling over. Like, it was literally, I was throwing up like every 10 minutes.
And it's like also when you're not throwing up anything, what's the point of pulling over? Yeah.
It's mostly just me going,
yeah.
Oh my God. And then I would just be sweating and the whole car smelled like puke, and he still decided to date me after that.
I know. That is really something. He said, she is incredible.
He said, I like this girl.
That's so funny. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. There's nothing like driving back from Vegas hungover.
Oh my God.
Besides maybe
travel. Any kind of travel. Because I've been hungover on flights.
Mm-hmm.
Any type of hangover while traveling, especially on flights, just because you're subjecting other people to it. Oh my God.
The whole plane smells like puke.
Oh my God, bro. It's horrendous. So, yeah. That was fun, though. We had a good time, truly.
We did have a really good time. It was really fun.
And it's like, so I have like this thing where ever since, I think it was my 25th birthday, it started with me. The start of my bad birthday started because I think on my 25th, it was either my 24th or 25th, I had to be in court. It might have been my 23rd. 23rd. It was like one of those 23 to 25. It was one of those. I had to be in court on my birthday all fucking day for a DUI case. And
they said, "Here you go, bitch. You'll regret
and it was
that
like
one."
It was super annoying too because it was like I had already gotten like my sentencing and all this. I had to be sober. I was already doing all of that stuff. It was just like a fucking checkup court date to be like, oh, were you doing this appropriately? You need to bring this to show that. And I was just like, and it could have been a short thing. I could have been one of the first people on the docket and let out, but they made it through the entire first half of the day. I had to go to lunch in my car and just cry in my car on my birthday
On your
and then
birthday.
go back into court. And I was in there for like another 2 hours. I was literally one of the last people that they dealt with that day. And I was just like,
that sucks.
And every year after that, my birthday has been ass, bro. Ass. But 29 was good.
Yep.
29 was good. Ever since I got Joya involved with the planning, it's been better.
Oh, well, we did have one minor, well, not minor, but we did have
gigantic inconvenience for several birthdays, and that's fine. We'll move past that. Those were the worst birthdays of my life.
But yeah, now we've broken the curse. The curse is broken. She's gone.
I did, this Vegas one, great. I'm lobbing this into birthday celebration because now I have a part 2 where I'm just gonna go chill with my boyfriend in like it's like out on a farm. It's gonna be great.
On a beautiful freaking that's gonna be wonderful.
Very, very happy about that.
Yeah, also we should find like something. You guys should go and do like one thing while you're up there.
Apple picking, something.
Yeah. Something. It's gonna be so freaking pretty.
No,
even
they're
if you
gonna
like
have
took your
good.
Jeep, you should go on like an off-roading, like not like big rock climbing type
no,
stuff.
Because
like
that could be
done,
cute.
Yeah, go on like a nice drive
somewhere.
Yeah,
go picnic somewhere on the drive.
Totally. Yeah, that sounds fun.
I like that idea. Did you want to take a hit? I only have my Steezy here today.
Yeah, I'll take one for sure. For sure, my bro. Oh, and guess what? There's already weed left over in here from the other day.
Live.
Excellent.
Yes. Perfect.
Thank you for sharing your weed with me, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. When I shared it with you, Alicia looked at it. She said,
"Yeah,
if I buy what? Can I get some?" Yeah, because she's been smoking on the same shit for a really, really long time, and so she just wants like a different strain mixed in.
Dude, that seriously is like a fucking magic trick. I swear to God. Like if I'm smoking the same weed for like a week or 2 weeks and I take a hit of any other shit, 9 times out of 10, I get high as fuck just because it's different.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
You start, yeah.
This was my first hit of the day. It was a skizzy. Disappointing.
Yeah. It's a rough one.
I feel like Steezies don't even get me that high, truly. Or like vapes in general. Like it just gives me like my eyes feel a little bit heavier, and that's
weird.
Much it.
Because I fully feel it in the eyes when I do vapes. Fully.
Mm-hmm. It's like a face high.
I'll still get pretty high though off of a vape. I do have the ability to do that. But that's funny that you mentioned the eyes because I always feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I just had an idea that I just want to blurt out before it goes away. Yeah. We should come up with a little like jingle, like a little songy sound that we play while we're coughing, like in every episode. Like every Jeopardy. Time there's coughing, like this little songy play. Yeah, exact something like that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's because I feel like
we could play the MacDizzle cough remix.
If you haven't heard that song, it's a banger. I mean, really I like the acoustic version better, the acapella version, but acoustic or acapella, I guess it's not. Those are two different things. But yeah, that song, someone made a literal song out of MacDizzle's coughs. Um and yeah, that exists. So
It exists on the internet, and multiple songs have been made from that cough. Actually,
is there like is there more than one? I only remember
yes,
one.
there is. Someone made there's like a techno version.
Oh, okay, like a faster one.
Yeah, let me show you. I can find it right now because it's on my TikTok.
That like is such a fucking viral moment because I think it just recently went viral again.
Did it? Oh,
like,
well.
In the last like year, I feel like I remember seeing it again.
Yeah. It's kind of that's like kind of what happens with clips. Like they just kind of recycle viral moments over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Get ready, everyone.
This is it.
It got quiet for me for a second. I couldn't hear it all the way.
I moved it away, my bad.
Fuck, dude. That is what the fucking EDM heads call hard style.
Bro, and you know what's funny? So that is like an EDM sound because it's it's everyone doing the same video and they're like, "Oh, you listen to that music, you must be sick." And they go and that's how it starts and then it leads into that. Yeah.
First of all, those people are sick in the head. Because who the fuck, that music is like the worst fucking. It's like one of those like where if you have not 1 ounce of rhythm, if you have negative rhythm in your body, that's the music you can dance to it. Because there is nothing to do with your body while it's happening.
Just thrash.
Like it's it's like yes, literally like it is fucking. And listen, no offense to anybody who likes hardstyle. I know everybody has. I feel like some part of us chooses our music choice before like there are cultural like effects and influences, but I feel like a lot of people like music is such a specific personal thing, music preference. And so I understand that, you know, some people may be drawn to a sound like that, but I just can't relate. I can't. I'm like, oh my god, it's like the worst. Like
it's just very chaotic for my ears.
Right. And literally that's like what, like when people are like watching that music and they're literally just like flailing themselves around. Yeah. Flailing. Exactly. Yeah. So
shout out to them though.
Shout out to them. Shout out to the moshers.
Yeah. Thanks for using my cough in a song to validate your existence. Appreciate it.
That is hilarious. So you're telling me that there are videos of people using that, the beginning of it, and
that's how I found
in videos?
The sound. I found the sound because I got tagged in somebody's video. I'm gonna show you the video. I know everyone else isn't gonna be able to see it, but
are you sending it to me?
No, I'm clicking on the sound right now. 235 videos.
235.
Literally, it's all the same thing.
Okay, first of all, I would have loved to see a transition to a rave, but can you bring it closer?
This one might be the best one.
Turn it up. Oh, see, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, that is what I was looking for. That's the transition I was looking for.
Yeah, wow. It says, "Man, you must be one sick motherfucker to listen to that kind of music." Yeah, and that's my claim to fame. That's my glory.
Yeah,
that's my glory.
Well, you have made some really awesome songs. Otherwise,
thank you. I'm,
oh
my god, this reminds me of one time. So we were at the G4 Live place.
Yes. Stupid.
This is what not to do if you meet someone you like. Okay. I don't know if this girl even liked me. She might have just been trying to shade me the whole time because that's how it feels. But we were at this like show and it was like that the show had ended and I was like walking over to meet my friends on the other side of like this fucking room.
Big outdoor
and
thing.
Right? It was like this big cannabis event too. So in cannabis spaces, I'm relatively well known, so people will approach me and speak to me at those kinds of events. And so a girl came up to me and was like, "Oh my god, I'm such a huge fan. I love your music. It's so good." And I was like, I don't make music. I don't like making music. That's never been what I do. You know, I was just on a song with a friend one time, and she says, "Oh, good though, you know, because you know you should really just stay in your lane." I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
Wait,
you
I
know,
don't
like, you know what
remember
you
that
are good at, though.
part.
You know what you are good at, though. I don't remember the exact words she said, but she said something along the lines of, like, "Oh, yeah, that shit sucked," more or less. But then she tried to, like, cover herself up by saying, "But you know what you are good at? Making people laugh." I was like,
What a weird
totally.
thing to
Yeah,
say.
totally. Thank you so much. Like, that is such a weird thing for someone to do. Your music, I love your music. Like, why would you? Are you trolling me? Did you think I was gonna
Yes.
be like, "Oh my god, thank you so much"?
I think maybe she misspoke, because if you went back and she came back and said, like, you should, you are
Or
good
like,
at
I
something
was like,
else.
maybe I said something. I don't plan on making music. Say, "Oh yeah, you should keep it that way." It was something like that. It was very much just like her agreeing with me, being like, "No, I don't make music. I'm not good at that." And she was like, "Totally." And I was like, "Okay, queen. Great to meet you. Bye." Like,
That is so strange.
it was just
I
very
mean,
much like high school to me. It felt like high school.
that's really weird. Like, that's so weird. I mean, I was also, there is the one song, but I was also, what's
Oh,
my favorite?
well, yeah, Dank Ass Christmas.
Dank Ass Christmas,
But like
the
that one was a
remix.
troll the whole time. Like it was
Yeah.
never meant to be a song that people sang. Whereas somebody else made their song with the intentions of being like,
Of,
"I'm a pop star."
yeah.
I wrote my verse in 20 minutes. As I do most. As I do
Right.
with most
She
verses.
is, yes, yeah. In
Yeah.
general,
So
she
that
works
was
fast. But yeah, that's funny.
anyways, yeah, so that's anyways, I've never been proud of like music or like this is what I want to do. It's literally been friends asking me to do things with them, and I'm funny and clever, so I do. You know what I mean? So I will not be coming out with any new singles. Sorry. I know everyone's really disappointed.
Can we make like a I feel like we should make like a Prestige
Christmas.
Worldwide type song.
Boats and hoes.
Yeah, Da-na-na-na-na-na while we drinking sangria. I don't know the
Yes.
words.
Iconic moments with two curly hair gentlemen. Love them.
Honestly, that's like one of the best movies ever made.
I
in my
love
opinion.
Step Brothers. Step Brothers is a
Yeah.
really good fucking film.
Yeah.
Don't at me. If you don't like it, get out.
Honestly, if you don't like it, you suck. Anyway. Dude, oh my god, do you want to hear a funny story? What I was going to tell you last week?
Yes.
This is just very
what? I forgot that you withheld a story from me.
Yeah. And it's just very strange. So it was just a weird thing that happened. I had posted on Nextdoor actually for a house cleaner. I was like, I need somebody to come clean my house. Would love to have somebody to come monthly. Does anyone have any recommendations?
Mm-hmm.
And I only got one message from someone. Like only one person reached out to me directly and said, I do this. And so I responded back to her, and that's who I was going to use. And so I had her scheduled to come and clean my house before we had like a little get together at our house for a friend's birthday. And first of all, that's the week that Frankie got hurt. So
it was
that
a very
was a big
loaded week.
huge, yes. And then so the girl, I was still gonna have her come, and so she was scheduled to come on a Wednesday. And Wednesday afternoon, she texted me. She's like, I'm on my way. Be there at blah blah blah. And then she texts me like 30 minutes later or whatever. And she's like, hey, I got into a car accident. My car's totaled. I can't come. So it was like, oh my God. First of all, I was so glad she was okay. She got sandwiched on the freeway. But it was also, I was like, dang, like maybe
That
the
sucks.
universe doesn't want, yeah, it was like, maybe the universe doesn't want her to come to my house or something. Like it just didn't like, I don't know. It was weird. So we rescheduled for like 2 weeks later. She comes to my house, and I was like, I just want you to do the kitchen and the bathrooms, really. And maybe my bedroom occasionally, but like focus on the bathrooms and the kitchen. She is cleaning. She starts in my bathroom. And she's cleaning the bathroom. She's in there for like, I don't know, 45 minutes or something. And she texts me. I'm in my office. She sends me a text and she's like, hey, you know what?
Where is this going? I'm at the edge of my seat right now. Did she find a dildo? What did she find?
Oh, no. She didn't find a dildo. There was a vibrator in there, and I don't know if she saw it, but hey, I just finished the master bed and bath, but I'm in tears right now from my back hurting so bad. So I just wanted to see if I could come back tomorrow to finish. I hate leaving and then coming back, but this was my first day back to work. I had no idea how much it would make my back hurt. And it was kind of like, right, that was my face. I was like, sure, you can come. I mean, if you're in
back is injured?
I don't know. So she said there was nothing wrong with her in the car accident. She said she was completely fine physically and that she didn't have any like issues. And this is like 2 weeks later after the accident. So it was just very strange. Like I was like, sure, no, yeah, that's fine. Like you can come back. When she was like, I had no idea how it would make my back hurt. And I was kind of like,
yeah.
Have you never cleaned a house before? Have you never done this task before? Like, when you do a job, yeah, exactly. When you do any job, you know the way that it affects your body in whichever way it is. So it was really weird. And so she's like, I'll come back tomorrow morning. She never came back. And she never called me or texted me or anything. Yeah. And so I never paid her. She didn't ask me for any money. She didn't ask me for money. She didn't give me a quote for, hey, can you pay for the bathroom today and then pay the rest tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like she never gave me her payment information. Like
what happened?
She just ghosted me. Very strange, right?
That is super weird.
It was like really weird. Very just weird. It was a very strange situation. Because I already was like, that's weird that you are confused about, you know, I don't know. It was weird. And then she just never.
You know what I did?
Hit me up.
I haven't hired the girl, but I saw one of my neighbors had like a cleaning crew in front of their house, so I just ran up to them. I was like, "Do you guys have a business card?"
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. They trust you, so hey, you know.
Right. And you already know that they service that area because they're already
there. Yeah. So I was like, gorge. Let me get that card.
Yeah.
So spy on your neighbors a little bit more.
Right.
That's the real tea. I'm picking off all of my nail polish right now. That's why I'm so distracted. It's such a satisfying experience when it comes off like all in one chunk.
I took my nails off last week and that's how I felt. Like once I got them all off, I was like, ooh. And then I also had a wonderful time typing on my keyboard.
Oh my God, I'm picking your nose.
Oh no, I like picking my nose with my nails better.
Really?
Yes.
I don't ever pick my nose. Never once have I done it in my life.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I picked my nose
even when I was a baby
with my nails.
Do it. You know, my brother used to wipe boogers on the wall.
Ew.
Yeah, my parents made him clean it up. That's
good.
Disgusting.
Dude, that reminds me of a fucking Cardi B video from before she was a rapper. And she was like, I just want to know, when you pick your nose and you flick the booger and the booger attaches to the wall and then you come back 2 days later and the booger's not there anymore, where did that booger go? What happened to that booger? She's speaking from
experience, isn't she?
Very much that. Very much that. Dude, oh my God, do you want to hear about my freaking... So I showed you my hands. I'm finally starting to have Accutane side effects in my skin. So I showed you my hands, like how on the top they're all irritated. I have a blister on my pinky finger from my holding my phone from this.
A blister?
Yes. It's literally like a blister forming. It hurts. And I also, I don't know how or when this happened or what this is from, but I also have one on my index finger right here. And this one's even worse.
Oh my
Very
God.
strange. I do not know why.
Maybe it's like just high friction areas
Yeah.
are more susceptible to that right now.
Definitely.
Something to think about in how you move.
Right. Well, and that's why I was like, wait, like, but what was I doing with this finger to make it like that even worse than the pinky? Yeah, this one is like super sensitive. But yeah, this one is more, I have the Band-Aid on this one because it's more, absolutely gets more touching, more friction.
Mm-hmm.
And my pinky, I've just been focusing on, now my phone is sliding back on my pinky more instead of being right
Yeah. There. You might just want to
So-
like hold it like two-handed for now. You know?
Yeah.
Be like a mom.
When I, right.
Why do all moms do this on their phone?
Yeah, dude.
Why is that their
Old
thing?
people in general. Seeing my dad type on a keyboard is fucking hilarious. He's like,
oh yeah, they single finger.
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
Well, what's new? What's happening in the world? So, Greg Abbott won. That's shitty. That's shitty. It looks like California is voting to enshrine the abortion rights, which is fantastic.
Gorgeous.
But I feel like we all knew that was going to happen.
Michigan, right? Of course. Michigan had one. Vermont voted to. It's in their constitution. And I know Michigan because Chrissy Harless posted about it, and I saw last night. Also, Missouri and Maryland legalized weed. Missouri,
but not abortion.
I don't know about I don't know about
priorities, baby priorities.
Yeah, voters in 4 states moved to affirm abortion rights on Tuesday. So Kentucky rejects proposal that would have further restricted abortion rights. So Kentucky's was backwards in the sense that if you voted no, that meant that you confusing. Were for abortion rights. Yes, it was like a
no. The prop meant pro-choice.
Yeah, exactly, and yes meant anti-choice. In Michigan and which is okay. When you just use the word enshrine, I was like, that's kind of a funny word to use in this. Like, I don't know, like enshrine made me think of like no,
but that's the real word.
Right. Well, yeah, this article literally says Michigan enshrines abortion rights. So, and then of course California and Vermont. So that's freaking great news.
At least there will be safe. So did they all do it constitutionally or? Because I know that California has its own constitution. That's where we
everybody right. Yeah, so Michigan's constitution and California's constitution and also Vermont. Yep. So
that's
Kentucky's rejected a proposal to amend their constitution that it does not secure or protect a right.
Okay, so
So the proposal.
So they do need to amend their constitution then.
Well, it just doesn't say anything right now. So what they were trying to get pushed through is an amendment to the Constitution that says that abortion is not protected. It's not a protected right. And so that did not pass. So they did not allow that.
Good.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
And we also... They were talking about how the Republicans were going to take back the House like in a swift wave, and like
and it says that
did not happen.
Actually showed up.
Yep, it did not happen.
I hate that that's what it's come down to now, to where I just won't vote for someone strictly because they're Republican. Like that is just, I know these party lines has fucked it. It's fucked everything. Like, I
know, it sucks, and like there's people like. Aaron is one of those people who's very freaking like, what's that? What do they call that? Like a third party. There's like lots of people who advocate for a freaking third party. And I feel like that is so like, it would take God knows how long to implement something like that. But that is like, dude, like how else are we going to get out of this horribly fucking polarizing environment that we're in? Like
literally,
because I completely agree with you. I am like, I know that somebody who says they're a Republican doesn't align with my values. I know it.
I just know
know
that for
it.
sure. Especially just right now, I know that the things that Republican people in power are doing are directly going against the things that I believe and stand for my, gay people, black people, pregnant people, all of these
Yep.
people. Like, I really believe in protecting them. And
Yep.
the Republican Party, unfortunately, has a lot of
Mhm.
people that are marginalizing that. And
Right.
like, that's
Well, that's their priority is money. And
yeah.
that's it. It's money.
Mm-hmm.
And you
It
know
is
what? Maybe
fully.
it's easy for us to say from where we sit with neither of us, having financial, like real financial hardships, at least not for you, not for a long time. And I feel like I'm just like, I can't imagine like caring more about money and revenue and having a few extra dollars in my bank account over people, literal real life human beings.
Just
I can't.
the things that I would give away just for everyone to have a better standard of living.
Mm-hmm.
But like, not everybody thinks that way. Not everybody acts that way. Like, it's
Yeah.
very much just like everyone's out for themselves at this point, and that's
Yeah.
how we've designed the system.
Exactly. And that's like the shitty thing is that it's like that is now how you how you play the game, how you survive, which is like fucking horrible. I saw a tweet recently that said at some point in everyone's life, they make a decision whether or not to be poor or evil. Because like when you're freaking, I mean, and that's not to say like that's not a real true, that's not really the what you're faced with. But
Yeah,
if there are people who are striving to make the most amount of money possible, and you just can't be like
I think
rich.
things we need to talk about and address. All billionaires are bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that means Rihanna.
Just the way all cops are.
That
Yeah,
means
I know.
Rihanna. That means
Yeah.
Oprah. That
Yep.
means all of
Diddy,
these
Jay-Z.
people that we love and respect.
Mm-hmm. All the
Wealth
Kardashians.
hoarders.
We already knew they sucked, but
Wealth hoarders.
everybody.
Terrible, evil
Bill Gates.
people. Evil.
Yeah.
It's just fucking evil for you
And
to
you know
hoard
what?
that much
Yeah,
wealth.
it's like
There's no
it's
reason.
not you just can't yeah. You can't have that much money without having stolen from people. And whether the stealing was legal or not is not
doesn't really
in
matter
my
to me.
opinion doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, it does
That's
not. I
it.
don't give a fuck if the law said it was okay while you did it, because guess what? The law said a lot of things were okay.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. For many, yeah. Totally. So
It's hard out here for a
yeah.
pimp, you know?
I'm looking at the Senate right now is 48 Democrats, 49 Republicans.
Okay.
And so there's still a couple, obviously a couple that haven't been delegated yet. And then the House has 200 Democrats and 210 Republicans. So the House definitely lost some seats. The Democrats lost some seats. They had 222 before, and now they only have 200. There's still more to be counted, votes to be counted. But yeah, they said that it was gonna be freaking a blowout. Like,
no, yeah, that's what I heard. Like, obviously we read the same news, but
yeah,
it was really projected that the Republicans were going to show up and vote and basically sweep the government more or less. But
yeah,
it didn't happen, and I don't really know how or why, but I know I voted Democratic, so
up and down the ticket, the whole thing,
literally.
Yeah.
My mom and dad helped me.
Oh, they did. That's nice. I was just gonna say, did you see that there's gonna be a runoff in Georgia as well between Herschel Walker, the Trumper football guy?
And is it that woman?
No, it's a man. No, that's Stacey Abrams who lost. She lost the governor's seat to Brian Kemp.
I'm so fucking sad that she literally got like hundreds of thousands of people registered to vote.
I know.
And he accused her of like
done a lot of work. Yeah. He's horrible. He had one of those like, those just absolutely fucking insane promo like campaign videos. Sometimes people will just make insane fucking videos that are just like, what? He had something like that where he was like like just shooting his guns and like, oh, I have to send it to
What
you
about
because
the
he
guy who
fully
was
had
like,
one of those.
don't want the police? Call a crackhead next time.
Yeah,
Did he
right.
win?
Oh my
Did he
God.
win?
I don't know. I'm also, but you know what? That just reminded me of Gary Chambers. I'm gonna look up if Gary Chambers won. Do you know who that is? Gary Chambers.
Mm-mm.
He so you definitely saw his video, his campaign video. He's chiefing on a fucking fat ass cigar sized backwood, and he's sitting in a chair in like a rural area, and he's talking about the disparities between the way black people are treated for weed versus the way white people are, and how it's $1 billion. He wants legal cannabis in Louisiana. He was running for a seat in Louisiana, and oh yeah, he lost. Oh,
That's too
but
bad.
he had that was like a took the internet by storm video.
It's tough though, because
That was
even when things
like,
go viral like that, like there was this one guy who was running for something who went viral and lost, but it's like you're reaching a demographic of people who can't vote for you. You know?
right. When you're running for a state seat, you have such a limited, yeah. Because I also that Gary Chambers went to Vegas, was invited by a nonprofit there, and like a pro cannabis nonprofit, and they brought him out and he like spoke somewhere, and like, but I was like, dang, that's awesome that they
But not
had
helpful
him,
for
but
you.
also not really. Like, I mean, you are putting his name on the national stage, which all politicians love, obviously. Because yeah, when it comes time, but yeah, no,
It's
the guy who
definitely
beat him, the
helpful,
guy,
but it's just
yeah,
not gonna do anything. Really.
The guy who beat him got 850,000 votes. Got 61% of the votes, basically.
Oh,
Gary
wow.
Chambers only got 17%. Anyway, but yeah, good old
Gary.
politics. Yeah. Well, I'm so happy to hear that California passed the freaking abortion thing. That's just wonderful news.
It is that. Do we have an Ask 2G when B?
Hey, two girls, one bong. I have a question. What is your most favorite video you guys done together over like the entire like high rise to now?
I already know.
Thank you.
And, like literally, it came to my head immediately.
Okay.
Who asked the question?
Ryan. His name's Ryan.
Thank you,
Sweetheart,
Ryan.
Yeah.
My favorite video is our Stoner Olympics. More specifically, my favorite part of that video is our interpretive dance. There is nothing funnier than that clip to me, because it's literally like two people walk by while we're doing it too. And one of the people who walks by, so just for those of you who haven't seen this video, Stoner Olympics, we basically
Please go watch it
high.
right now. Oh my God.
It's on my channel still. It's really funny.
We took edibles.
Yeah, we took edibles, and then we did an edible mukbang right before. And then we tried to do actual Olympic events. We had archery, sword fighting, interpretive dance, which was like the dance with the swingy
and I think we did
things.
bobbing for apples too, didn't we?
We did bobbing for apples. Is not an official Olympic sport, but we threw it in there anyways.
Right. It was once upon a time. Once upon a time, that was an Olympic sport.
Yeah. So we my favorite part of that video is when we were doing the interpretive dance, because we were in my front yard filming this, and a person walking their dog. I think it was while Joya was doing it, or it might have been me. It might have been me. It was me. And I'm just like giving it 110% to this fucking song. It was Celine Dion, "My Heart Will Go On."
My heart will go on.
Yes, all right. It was Celine Dion, "My Heart Will Go On." That's the song I chose,
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
giving it everything I had. And this person walks by, and you just see them not paying any attention to me. I'm like flailing around with ribbons. Did I just flash my boob?
Just now? I didn't see it. Oh my God, be careful. She's crazy.
You're gonna 55-minute timestamp. Look for a boob. Okay, make sure you blur out a boob if it just popped up on the screen. So, giving it everything I had, and this person just walks by like I don't even exist. It's incredible.
They're just pretending like nothing's happening. Oh my god,
yeah,
I need to watch that like right now.
it is such a good video. Thank you for asking, Ryan. What was yours?
I know. Oh god, I don't know. My okay, favorite video is hard because that definitely was so fun. Okay, remember when we did 2G1B reacts to 2G1C? That wasn't my favorite, but that was something that. So we watched. Well, we didn't even watch it. We watched 0.5 seconds of freaking.
We didn't get far.
Two
They
girls,
started
one cup.
shitting immediately.
It was like, dude.
It was no preamble.
We like could
no
not
foreplay
watch.
before
And then
the
wait. What happened where like you reopened the laptop back up and it was still on there? Something happened.
I had to go and edit it. Oh wait,
No, because
during the video,
we like just closed it immediately, but then something happened where like you opened the laptop back up and it was still
and it just
there.
started playing right there.
Oh my god.
I don't remember. We'll have to go watch it. That's on here on the WeedTube.
Oh my god. Good.
2G1D reacts to 2G1C.
What else like really freaking? Because I always just go back to 23 dabs for 23 or for 23rd birthday.
Blindfolded dabs.
Was super insane.
effective.
Yeah. Crazy. Can't believe we fucking did that. Yeah. We had an oven mitt. Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, you know what, MacDizzle? Oh my god, no. Trying not to cough. Remember that?
That was so funny.
We were like literally just cracking up the entire fucking time. I'm like,
it was truly hilarious.
Oh my god, we really need to do a freaking reaction.
We just need to remake some of these videos, honestly. Just do them in our old age now.
Yeah.
That could be fun. That might be our rebirth right here.
I know. Do we need to plan
old videos?
Do we need to plan a content trip?
I think we do.
Yeah. That sounds so fun. If you are listening right now and you've seen a lot of 2 Girls, 1 Bong, what's your favorite video? I'd love to know.
Or type of video, if you don't have a specific, if you're just I loved your hot boxes or your challenges or whatever,
Oh my god, yeah. You know what? The freaking psychedelic, the hot box where I was talking about Alicia Keys got a lot of that's something that people remember about me. People that were fans around that time.
Alicia Keys in the sun.
Alicia Keys in the goddamn sun. I
like
remember like it was yesterday.
Baby.
Fully like a little Teletubby baby. Oh,
all right, guys. Well, this is going to wrap it up for this week. We will see you again next week. If you're listening right now, you made it all 59 minutes and 15 whatever seconds. Thank you. You're amazing. We love you so much. We will see you guys. We need to figure out what our outro is. Next week, we'll have the outro back. We'll have it back next week.
Yeah.
You know.
Got it. Love you guys.